Hakeem with AutoFix Pal. Today we're going to be changing the rear brakes on a 2012 Nissan Rogue. We're changing the rear pads, the rear rotors, so make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all of that good stuff. Now let's get to it. Now typically you'd be using a caliper piston pusher tool to push that caliper piston back, but what I'm doing right here is just using a regular old flathead screwdriver because many of you guys are not going to have that caliper pusher piston tool, the caliper piston pusher tool. Or you can use a large pair of pliers to push the piston back on the caliper, but a screwdriver works just as well. So all you got to do is just wedge that screwdriver in between that rear brake pad, pull it back, and let that brake pad force that piston back. Saves you a lot of time as well. I mean, it doesn't save you that much time, but it works well. Alright, so let's continue. As a side note, you can use the same method for the front brakes as well, and the same method works on many other vehicles. GM, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Honda. If you can get that screwdriver in there to push it back, then you can use the same method to do that. The only way you won't be able to use this is if the brakes in the rear have the parking brake built into the caliper, where it's a twist type, or if it's electronic parking brake, you wouldn't be able to use that method. Well, actually, you can use this method on an electronic parking brake system, but you would have to disable the electronic parking brake first. So, let's continue.
Yes, you holler, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
brake pads, and this is typical with almost any brand, may not fit perfectly into that caliper bracket. If it fits really tight when you put it in and you have to like hammer it in or force it really hard with your hand, what you'll want to do is sand the edges a little bit, because sometimes the paint or the powder coating, whatever type of finish it is that's on the brake pad, prevents it from sliding into that caliper bracket freely. You want it to slide nice and easy, but you don't want it to be too loose to the point where the pads are moving up and down. You want it to be a nice fit so that it's not going to get stuck or jammed up while you're using the brakes and overheat your brake pads and stuff like that.
Just want